Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Wendy if you are new here, and this is the beginning of my clinical playlist because I am a family nurse practitioner student and I want to make this playlist because there's not that many on YouTube. To find a clinical preceptor, it's really hard, and I just wanted to kind of bring you guys along on my journey in finding a preceptor. And of course in the future when I do start clinicals, I'll kind of share that experience with you guys as well. So let's get into the video. First off, I want to kind of give you guys a little bit of a background. If you are new, I am a family nurse practitioner student and I'm doing it online. I start my clinicals in January of 2020. I was actually supposed to start my clinicals this month, September, and I decided not to because it was really hard to find a clinical preceptor. So I had to push my clinicals to January 2020. You guys, I honestly left it until the last moment to try to find a clinical preceptor because a lot of people say like, oh, like you read and stuff that it's really hard to find a preceptor, but you're like, how hard can it be? I was wrong. It is very hard, you guys, to find somebody who is willing to precept you. Not only like because maybe they don't want to do it, but because they might already have other students that are lined up. And of course, when you're calling these places, you know, you're a student. You are not a priority. You are the last thing, the last person that they want to call back on their list. And I mean, honestly, that's the horrible truth. They're not going to call you back. So, except I will share that later. But somebody did call me back and I was so grateful. Thank goodness somebody called me back. So in April, when I started to search for a clinical preceptor, it was like way too late, unfortunately, and pretty much I was like stressing out way too much about it. So I said, forget it, I'm gonna do it in January, and that's when I'm gonna start. So I start clinicals January 2020. I have to do 180 hours and I could do either family medicine or internal medicine. I will continue working. If you're questioning that right now, I will continue to work as well as do clinicals, at least my first rotation, because I do have like PTO that I can use and I've been saving it up, which is why I haven't been doing like taking vacations and stuff, because I'm trying to save up all that time to actually use it for my clinical rotations. Before I forget, my clinical number 2, like I said, is 90 hours of pediatrics, 90 hours of women's health, and it's within a 11-week period. So I hope they really do not change that, because if you already have your clinical sites and your preceptors secured, and for them to change it last minute, I'm gonna cry. Like seriously, I hope they don't do that. But I still have to work on getting those preceptors, so I'll bring you guys along for that as well. And also my clinical rotation number 3 is actually 360 hours of internal or family practice, and I know that that last clinical rotation I can do urgent care. Oh, the train. Let's wait for it to pass by. I'm gonna speed forward. So while we wait for the train to pass by, you might as well hit that like button if you're enjoying the video, subscribe, and make sure to ring that bell for notifications. Okay, so finally the train has passed, and now I should have good audio, so let's get back into the video. Like I was saying, my third clinical rotation starts in August of 2020 and it's 360 hours, and I am looking forward to doing urgent care because I don't know, I feel like I would like that. I think I'd probably like that more than primary care, but if it's anything like emergency room, I might not like it. But I definitely want to do my last clinical rotation at least some hours in urgent care to see if I like it. And also the other thing is that it's gonna be, instead of 11 weeks, it'll be 13 weeks. So it's gonna be pretty intense. I don't know how I'm gonna do 360 hours in 13 weeks. I don't know, you guys. Pray for me. I hope and pray that I do not have to quit my job at that time, because I don't want to quit. I want to make it to at least 5 years in my current like workplace, so I really don't want to have to quit. But if I have to quit, then I will, because I've already spent all this time and energy in school for me to just, you know, stop and not go and not finish just because of my job. Like, no. You know, it's so important for me to go after what it is that I want, and if I'm already in this program, I'm gonna finish it. So I'll think about that when the time comes, but right now it's kind of like, I don't know. I hope I can just save up enough PTO time and that my job will be able to work with me, but we'll go from there. I don't know what's gonna happen then, but that's a little overview as to what my next year of clinical is going to entail. And also, it's like this video is also an introduction to my clinical playlist. Like I said, I don't know what I'm gonna name it, but this is just a playlist that will be dedicated to FNP clinicals and into like my experience in searching for a clinical preceptor and for all my rotations. So if you guys are interested in coming along and experiencing with me all my million of different emotions, because I am sure, you guys, not every day will be happy. I'm sure that there will be some videos that I'll probably be crying because I can't find a clinical preceptor, but I'm already stressed thinking about it, you guys. But I did find one preceptor, which I'll share with that in next week's video. I'll go into more detail as to what I did to find that preceptor. And I hope that you guys stay and that you guys subscribe, ring that bell for notifications, like this video, and share with anybody who you think might find this valuable. And comment down below, are you also in the same boat as me looking for a clinical preceptor? What are your tips? I always want to know what your tips are, because we are all here to help each other, you guys. And also make sure to check out these other videos too. You might be interested in those videos. And I'll see you next week. Bye.